you and Donald Trump. Those are the candidates on the ballot.
There's only
of course.
two choices.
Yes. And I know that Joe Biden is not on the ballot. I understand that. But the reason that you are at the top of the ticket is because he dropped out of this race. And so I want to ask you, and it was largely because of that debate performance back in June. You defended him in the days before and in the days after as you were campaigning for another 4 years for President Biden. Can you say that you were honest with the American people about what you saw in those moments with President Biden as you were with him again and again, repeatedly in that time?
Of course. Joe Biden is an extremely accomplished, experienced, and capable in every way that anyone would want if they're president.
You never saw anything like what happened at the debate night behind closed doors with him?
It was a bad debate. People have bad debates.
Should he
he is absolutely.
But that's the reason why you're here, and he's not running for the top of the ticket.
Well, you'd have to ask him if that's the only reason why.
Dumbass, come on, keep it 100.
I am running for president of the United States. Joe Biden is not.
I don't ever want to see her ever again.
My presidency will be about bringing a new generation of leadership to America that is focused on the work that we need to do to invest in the ambitions and aspirations of the American people.
It's a judgment question. That's why I ask. Can the American people trust you in these moments, even when it's maybe uncomfortable for Americans to level with Americans in that way? So that's why I ask. And it sounds like what you're saying is you feel like you never saw anything like that from President Biden.
I have worked with Joe Biden, hours and hours and hours over these 4 years, whether it be in the Situation Room or the Oval Office. Joe Biden is the one who was able to bring NATO together during a crisis where, for the first time in 70 years, Europe saw and has seen war. Joe Biden has done the work that has been about being a leader on what we have done to fix so much of what has been broken in terms of the economy because of Donald Trump's mismanagement. I speak with not only sincerity, but with a real firsthand account of watching him do this work. I have no reluctance in saying that. No, of course I don't.
Hold on. So she said the work that is happening is bad, but I'm proud of the work that he have done.
God, please,
and then, but I'm not Joe Biden, but I'm gonna have Joe Biden policies.
Please never let
us
see this woman ever again.
The guy we seen that CNN posted that was like he was like the owner of the Ford company or whatever. He said, "Which one is it?" I mean, she's flip flopping on too much. Obama literally just flip flopped at the rally. He said, "We know prices of groceries are too high. We know gasoline prices are too high."
But the economy is good.
But why? We're gonna get that down. How didn't y'all get that down already?
Because they can't, bruh. And I hate how she asked the real question. She said,
Ukraine right now.
Why, you said, Joe Biden wasn't ready. That's why you're here, right? Well, he was capable. Oh, if he was capable, why did he drop out? You sitting here acting like you don't know. You know.
There's so many contradictions.
Like, let's keep it 100.
I feel like,
do they think Americans are dumb?
Everybody that's a part of her campaign, the best thing y'all should have done is let her cook Joe Biden, bro. She had to
throw him under the bus.
She had to.
If she was throwing him under the bus and say he's a senile old man, he don't know shit, and I was just saying that because I had to.
Quite frankly,
and y'all should vote for me instead.
But
you might even get some votes.
But look though, I don't know why they thought Joe Biden was okay. But
no, they knew he wasn't okay. They didn't give a damn. They just didn't want Trump.
But why did they keep defending him?
Because they did not want Trump, and they would do anything to get anybody up there except for Trump. Because
Trump
is all racist, fascist.
They should have bashed. I'm gonna keep it 100. She should have bashed Joe Biden, but it'll look like a real threat to democracy seeing her bash Joe Biden, and he just gave up his place like that.
Everybody, you can do that.
They can't go either angle.
I feel like the other angle would have been better.
Well, they're done. They're gonna lose.
Because that's the main problem with a lot of other people. Is like you're not separating yourself from Joe Biden. So you and Joe Biden. That is the main problem. That is the main problem.
You have to.
That's the main problem.
I mean, well, she has to, but then she can't because she was the vice president.
So therefore, you will lose.
Yeah,
that's the result you get.
You see, Mike Pence when he went up there, he said, "F Donald Trump. I'm up here by myself. I ain't got nothing to do with nothing he did. That's exactly what he did."
His ass got grilled for that.
Nobody likes him.
Let me ask you about something that you said when you were running for president the last time around, back in 2019. At the time, you said that the elephant in the room was whether the country was ready for a woman and a woman of color to be president. So let me ask you, as you sit here today, do you think the country is ready now for a woman and a woman of color to be president?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You've been reluctant to lean into, to talk about the historic nature of your candidacy on the campaign trail. Why is that?
Because you suck.
Well, I'm clearly a woman. I don't need to point that out to anyone.
Right.
The point that most people really care about is, can you do the job, and do you have a plan to actually focus on them?
I hear you on
and that is why I spend the majority of my time listening and then addressing the concerns, the challenges, the dreams, the ambitions, and the aspirations of the American people. They deserve.
I asked because to implement the agenda that you want to implement, you have to win first. You have to win the White House. And right now there is a big gender gap in this race. Fewer men support you right now than they did President Biden. Some of your allies have suggested there's sexism at play. I wonder, do you think there is sexism at play here?
Let me just tell you something.
Good question.
You've come to my events, and you will see there are men and women at those events, whether it be small events or events with 10,000 people. So the experience that I am having is one in which it is clear that regardless of someone's gender, they want to know that their president has a plan to lower cost, that their president has a plan to secure America in the context of our position around the world. They want a president of the United States who honors our military, who understands the importance of America's leadership around international rules and norms. And that is regardless of gender.
So
And that is how I will lead.
Do you not see sexism as a factor in this race at all?
I don't think of it that way. My challenge is the challenge of making sure I can talk with and listen to as many voters as possible and earn their vote. And I will never assume that anyone in our country should elect a leader based on their gender or their race. Instead, that leader needs to earn the vote based on substance and what they will do to address challenges and to inspire people to know that their aspirations and their ambitions can and will be achieved through the opportunity to do that.
Every question they ask her, she answers it in a duh answer. What does a president do, buddy? How do you be a DoorDash driver? You can explain that.
But look, hold on.
Like, this is crazy.
She also just admitted that she thinks that America is ready for a woman president and a black woman president and all these things, and that it's not racist or sexist, right? Okay, so boom. So that being said, if she loses, you can't sit here and be like, oh, well, it's because they didn't want to see a woman be president. No, it's because you were not the best candidate.
They're the main ones that's gonna make it about sexism and race.
No, so they can't say that anymore after this split, but they still will. But you shouldn't be able to.
But the thing is, though, she knows and they know she's running for the president of the United States. The president has to have kind of answers that she has, but you can't kind of feel like the victim. They know she can't do that. If she would come up there and say, "Yes, because I'm,"
because that's what,
But they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be. But that's the thing is, like these liberal media outlets, they shouldn't be pushing that as the reason that she's not getting elected because she just said this. Y'all are right.
I've seen a lot of people say like sexism and racism is the reason she's not getting elected.
Exactly.
Well, now that you're calling people who don't support her sexist and racist, that's less reason for them to support you.
But
you just insulted me. You called me a vile name and a label that is probably not true. They just probably don't support her because she sucks. Like, I mean, it's very obvious to see that she sucks. And if she becomes the president of this great nation, we're all fucked.
Yeah,
let's
but
just keep
like,
it simple.
It seems like that's what people in the comments.
She sucks, and I pray once she loses, we never, ever, 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 ever have to see or hear from her ever again.
She's an actor, bro.
It's attack against masculinity.
She's an actor. That's the difference between her and Trump. Because this is all like a president gotta make it sound good. Well, this is what they want as the president. This is what the American people obviously will. This is what they want.
She's scripted. That's what everyone says.
She's not telling us.
People on the left say that she is scripted.
Yeah, she is. All these answers. I mean,
Trump is authentic. And he says
if you
stuff
were
that gets him in
playing the
trouble.
president for 3 months, you would give these answers. Like
that's what you were told to say.
Exactly, and she's not showing like, especially if you don't have any policies, like you can't like the policies don't sound good. You're just gonna tell them. So I think the American people want this.
I think I can answer every question that she's going to answer when it comes up.
Hell yeah, you know
what
exactly
what you
going
want to do for the economy? Well, I feel like we have great people in this nation that has aspiration and ambition to have really opportunity and everything.
I grew up a middle class kid.
It's like if Trump, like how he was when they reporter asked him at the McDonald's window, like when he whatever answer he gave him, he was like, "What the people want? Like these people want hope." She gives that answer every single time. Obviously, for somebody to elect the president, they want some type of hope or some type of change. She's not. She's just really saying she's here for the change.
You know what I want?
And not saying how is the change gonna be. How is the change gonna happen? Trump saying how the change gonna happen.
You ever heard her take accountability?
I mean, bro, that's what they asked her. She didn't have an answer for that, bro. I think the American people, I think Joe Biden gave the American people what they wanted.
He's capable of doing the job.
He did a big thing. He gave up his seat, his position.
For
Obviously, he gave up the seat and the position.
No, he got fired.
She keeps talking about what obviously has happened.
No,
That's
it's
what
like when the
pisses me
coach,
off.
when they say the head coach stepped down. Oh, no. They forced him out of there. They said, get your ass out of here, Joe.
Yeah, but that's like, okay.
Joe
we
with the
got
Trump
bombed.
They do that for your pride.
Look, that's why, okay, that's like a coach said, we got bombed today, guys. They beat us on the O-line, guys. They beat us on special team, guys.
They beat us where we need
And
new
then you
coach.
go to practice and say the same thing. How are we going to prevent from getting bombed and beat?
Yeah, we need to draw some new plays.
New
That's
scheme.
what pisses me off.
Question of your beliefs, what you believe in. Let me ask you this question, very broadly speaking here.
Sure.
Do you believe that transgender Americans should have access to gender-affirming care in this country?
I believe we should follow the law. I mean, I think you're probably pointing to the fact
Yeah.
that Donald
Have to do
Trump's
that.
campaign has spent tens of millions of dollars.
They're trying to define you on this.
Yes,
I'm asking
yeah.
you to define yourself, though. Just broadly
Got it.
speaking, what is your
Thank you,
value?
Haley.
Do you believe
Haley.
they should have that access?
I believe that people, as the law states, even on this issue about federal law, that is a decision that doctors will make in terms of what is medically necessary. I'm not going to put myself in the position of a doctor, but let's also understand that Donald Trump is running tens of millions of dollars in ads to talk about two cases, to distract from the fact that his policy and plan is also to take away the Affordable Care Act, which provides health care for tens of millions of people in our country.
I will move on, but I don't know that I heard a clear answer from you on the issue of gender-affirming care. It sounds like what you're saying is there should be something between trans Americans and their doctors. It feels like that's a long way from we see you and we love you, which was your message to trans Americans in May. What do you want the LGBTQ plus community to know as they're looking for a full-throated backing from you for trans Americans?
Full-throated.
I believe that all people should be treated with dignity and respect,
Okay, so do we.
Okay.
period,
Congratulations.
and should not be vilified for who they are,
So yes, that's
and
pretty
should
much
not
yes.
be bullied for who they are.
No,
And that is
minors getting them or not
a
is the big
true
question.
statement for me my entire career, and that has not changed.
PR answer.
They're trying to figure out, are they going to do this for kids under 18? That is the issue that
she
everyone
can
is
never
having.
answer yes or
And
no.
she is not
she
giving-
can never give a direct
If she
answer.
would have said, if you're over 18, do what you
We're gonna
want,
leave it
a
to
lot
the
of people would be
states.
cool
She
with
can
that.
never
That's
do
an
it.
answer.
She can never
That's an
give a
answer.
direct answer. She can never answer
ain't got no
questions.
answer.
She can't stand on
Concepts
anything.
of a plan. Y'all gonna
She
make fun
is
of my
the
boy for that.
worst presidential candidate I've ever seen
pure
in my
concept.
entire existence. I
Hey.
cannot wait until she loses.
Concept of a
and we
president.
never have to see this idiot ever
It
again.
is bad, bro. I've never actually seen nothing like
Oh,
that.
I'm just so sick of seeing her. I'm so
what
sick
she's
of
saying.
it. I'm so sick of
leave
it.
it to the law. So is it like?
Duh.
Is it like?
I'm about to start
No,
getting
she said,
follow
she said
law.
follow the law. Oh.
So, okay,
Well, I
follow
think
the
we're
law.
going to do that anyways.
So
the extremism is about to come out of me. I'm getting sick.
I was
seeing
gonna say
her.
something so crazy, but like, can you say the same thing how people say about abortion and y'all married such a bad?
Ooh,
thing?
hey,
You want to know what's crazy to me?
hey,
You want to know what's crazy to me?
hey,
You want to know what's crazy to me about the
hey.
abortion topic? Oh, the whole 4 years Joe Biden was president, I hear shit about abortion, but now all of a sudden that we're in election, it's a huge topic.
Yeah.
Of
Hey,
issue. Like,
another-
what the hell are we
I
talking
mean,
about? Why are we
another-
sitting here talking about abortion?
Another
as
point.
if
PR.
It's some huge problem, issue, pressing issue in America. When the last 4 years under Joe Biden's presidency,
They didn't do
I've
nothing
literally
about it.
heard nothing about it. In its current state,
Yeah.
abortion is still accessible and available in America.
Yeah.
And people are acting like it's about to go away.
Hey.
You're actually so stupid and so easily conned. It's absolutely insane.
And you want to know how? You
The
want to
American
realize
people.
how dumb they is? Joe Biden could have did something about the abortion or Roe v.
This whole
Wade
time.
if he was in there. If he was, it was such a big
Supreme
situation.
Court. The Supreme Court.
He could have
There's a
kept
lot
going
on the
back.
line this election.
He could have went. He
Well,
could have
hold
went to the
up, y'all won
house.
the last one, they didn't do nothing.
You got the house still. You could go to the house and tell them to vote on it.
The Republicans denied it.
Hell
Because
no.
of Donald Trump. Hey man, it's over, guys. I mean, this
They
lady.
said the hurricanes
This
came
lady
because of Trump.
is a
Trump couldn't
kindergarten
become a doctor and solve
teacher.
COVID.
Kindergarten teacher. It's bad, guys.
It's
I've never
Trump's
witnessed
fault
something.
that
They ain't fooled
BLM
everybody.
happened.
They ain't got everybody fooled.
It's Trump's fault.
Trump winning.
I really just don't understand.
Trump is
people-
winning this election.
Maybe people are that stupid. Like, how could you see this and think like she's really answering these questions, man?
I don't think they think that, bro. I think that the hate and the hate that the media has portrayed on Trump with the Hitler stuff and all that and the racism It does not matter who would be sitting across from her. They're getting that. A lot of people, they're going to vote for whoever is not Trump no matter what. And that is the biggest problem.
You know what's still crazy to me? That the Muslim community really endorsed this man.
That doesn't really surprise me,
and
bro.
they try to say this man is the most racist. He gonna keep Muslims out of here. Y'all said he wanted a Muslim ban.
Yeah, they stopped talking about that.
So the Muslim
They
ban,
stopped talking about that.
The Muslim ban is actually interesting because people are acting like he was just banning people because
Off
they're
religion.
Muslim, but they were coming from Muslim majority countries, and that was due to that was a response due to the increase of terrorism in those countries. So rather than allowing people who are having a boom of terrorism in their countries to come to America, we just closed it off and banned them.
And
from coming
it didn't
until
even
the situation was.
ban them from coming. I remember I read it just delayed it like 30 days, the process, so they could like vet the person to see who are you.
Wow,
Hey, their brain's not peanut.
It's crazy that like liberals are so stupid and they think they're so smart.
Like they just try to figure out who are you.
You know,
That's
I'm
it.
not- I'm not the
if you're in
type of
trouble,
person-
great. We'll help you, but can we see who you are first,
Literally,
please?
no,
You can't.
I'm
You're
not
racist.
the type of person.
Damn.
I'm not the type of person to call people stupid for their political opinion, but
They're
to
stupid.
take these stories at face value and run with them is pretty stupid.
Yeah, it is. Let us know what y'all think, guys.